Instagram, just waiting on Facebook. Good morning, Facebook. It's Andrew Morrissey here, and I am live for your early update for Wednesday, the 7th of February. The big deep breath is not even a good morning with printers, my sheets and my papers. Two printers have basically just told me, I'm not doing that for you. So a bit of a panic here in the last couple of minutes, but it's all good. We're here now. Listen, we have a busy radio show coming up between 7 and 9 o'clock this morning. So if you're watching this and have never tuned into our radio show before, we're live on the radio between 7 and 9 a.m. on Radio Kerry every morning. I just throw it out there because some people often watch this video and like, what is this? So this video bit is just the pre-bit to the show, literally 10 minutes before the show, where we have a quick scan of the papers for those of our friends who are on social media and who maybe will be watching this video later today. That's basically what this is, all right? Voice is still slightly strained from being on a stag party in Wexford at the weekend, so apologies for the voice in advance if I start coughing and spluttering mad. Listen, the papers this morning, let's have a look. Actually, we'll start with the weather, and I'll just let you know it's very cold out there this morning. Not frosty or icy or anything like that. It was about 2 or 3 degrees as I was coming in. It will get a little bit lift in temperatures later on today. Should be mainly dry, cloudy, maybe a couple of spits of mist or drizzle, but generally should be dry today, all right? Now, John Bruton makes the front page of pretty much all the papers today. A true patriot, friends and former rivals pay tribute to ex-Taoiseach is on the front page of the Star this morning. Along with court told of chaos, all hell broke loose. Man charged with torching €3 million tram during the riots. A 61-year-old man has appeared in court yesterday accused of torching a Lewis during the mass riots, in November last year. That's in the Star this morning. Man held on fire deaths and of dad and girl is the front page of the Mirror. Gardaí will extradite suspect from England to face charges over arson as they continue to try and extradite a man from England. I pictured on the front page there this morning as well. More on John Bruton. He devoted his life to service of the nation. That's the main story on the front page there. And Old Trafford to be Wembley of the North. There's rumours that Old Trafford is about to be knocked and a new stadium will be built, potentially a brand new one in a totally different location and turning it into a more modern thing. Sir Jim Radcliffe, the new owner of Manchester United, has said that there's potential plans. It's not necessarily just going to happen tomorrow, that's it, it's done, but there's potential for it. So I'm not sure how long more Old Trafford will last for. Front page of the Examiner this morning, murder probe likely after body found in Macroom. Autopsy of a man in Cork is due to take place at CUH today as deceased brother stabbed to death in 2018 is another story in the front page there this morning. A body was found yesterday in what Gardaí believed to be suspicious circumstances in Macroom. That makes the front page of the Examiner this morning. More on John Bruton then. Conviction politician who became a pragmatist. That's another story in the Examiner there today. The Irish Daily Mail has more on King Harry, or King Charles, I should say. Harry has arrived apparently in England to meet his father, who was announced as having cancer earlier this week. Harry spends just 45 minutes with Charles is the main story in the front page there. Hospital tried to remove OAP at 4 a.m. is the main headline. The UHL apologises for sickening threat of dementia patient as security staff were called to move an elderly patient with dementia from his bed at 4 a.m. in scenes described as wrong, sickening and upsetting at the most overcrowded hospital in the country, and that's statistically correct according to the front page of the Irish Daily Mail. More than on John Bruton. Picture him there with Bill Clinton from the 90s, a politician giant who set us on the path to prosperity, says the Irish Daily Mail this morning. And he's also pictured on the front page of the Irish Times then. Warm cross-party tributes paid for former Taoiseach as he died yesterday. John Bruton, 1947 to 2024. More cases of concern raised by Surgeries Review. A UK report to investigate 17 further causes of children spinal surgeries. That's another story on the front page there. A new waiting list task force is to include patient representatives and doctors. That's also on the front page of the Irish Times this morning as well. And there's more about more energy providers. I think that this time it's Flow Gas. I think they're the latest to announce that they will be cutting their energy prices as well. So that can only be good news. Although, as somebody pointed out, they were quite high anyway, all the energy companies. So as they're dropping them down, it's not so much about getting a massive cut. In some cases, yes, it is. But it's very much just returning to normal, if you like. what is normal. That's those are the main stories in the front page of the papers today. The top trends we're waking up to this morning. John Bruton is, not surprisingly, the top trend in Ireland with the news, as we mentioned there, all over the papers. The former Taoiseach died yesterday. Bono is also on the front, not on the front pages, but he's trending this morning. So Bono paid tribute during the Grammys to all of the thousands affected and a lot of the people who've died in the Gaza conflict. And he mentioned Ukraine and he mentioned Israel, but he never actually mentioned Palestine. And a lot of people are really upset and annoyed by that. Tucker Carlson is also trending. So Tucker Carlson, if you don't know, I don't know a whole pile about him, to be honest with you, but I know he was formerly of Fox News in the States. And I don't know, did he quit or was he fired? I'm not sure. But he has taken up a kind of a talk show, almost like a live podcast with X, right? And he does this thing where he goes around and he interviews people, and it's essentially like a TV show but on social media. Well, he's in Russia and he's there to interview the president, Vladimir Putin. Now, Tucker Carlson, many say, has his own hidden agenda. Some would say it's maybe not so much hidden. I'll be totally honest, I don't know a whole pile about him or what he represents and so on. I know that there's a lot of people love him, there's a lot of people hate him. But either way, he's in Russia for a controversial interview, no doubt, with the Russian President Vladimir Putin. That's trending this morning as well. And yesterday we mentioned was Safer Internet Day, February 6th yesterday. And the shocking thing that I heard a lot of this on different radio stations yesterday was a lot of parents on talking about usage of mobile phones, usage of even things like playing the Xbox or playing the PlayStation or whatever, and online gaming. And as well as kind of playing online games and the threat of cyberbullying, grooming and so on, there was a lot of talk yesterday about children playing whatever games and costing their parents a fortune. Because some games, you know, you need they need a credit card to buy certain things or to do whatever it is in whatever game they're playing, and it potentially could cost a fortune. That's also trending this morning as well. Now, a couple of things for you. So we're 7 days out today to Valentine's Day, so this is your 1 week warning. Go and get something nice. Even if you've no interest in Valentine's Day, you couldn't give a shite about it. Trust me, if you're in a partnership with a wife or a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a husband, whatever it is, please mark it in some way. Just get a card even. Trust me, it'll be worth it. Even if you've absolutely no belief in it whatsoever, which we got a few texts about yesterday. But you're 1 week out from Valentine's. And as we look at a couple of the other dates then, we're 22 days away from the leap year date, the 29th, but also 32 days to Mother's Day, 39 days to Patrick's Day, and we're just 50 days away from the Easter weekend. So, and 53 days away from the clocks changing as well. So, officially summertime will begin then. So, right, that's it. Better rock on. Elaine is below in the office. We're going to get the show on the road. We're live in a couple of minutes' time. Have a good Wednesday, and I'll talk to you in a few minutes. Good luck.